Alright, welcome to episode 2 of Stardew Valley. Um, I'm gonna turn down the game volume on my mic. There we go. You guys can't hear the difference, I don't think. Yeah, no, you guys can't hear the difference. But, yeah. Uh, so yeah. I don't know why. It's just hot today and I decided to record. I was planning on doing these every 2 days, just get a regular upload out of myself. And yeah, I didn't think I would continue. Like, I thought this would be a normal thing where I'd stop at episode 1 and just never record again. I don't know if anybody's watched the first episode. And so, honestly, I don't even really care if anybody's watched the first episode. I just like the fact that I was able to bring myself to upload it. But, and then I noticed my color's out of order. I'm on camera, so I got. There we go. I have too many buttons up, but it'll be fine. My hair is messy. It's okay. I'm pointing out all the problems, but I'll probably edit them out if I even edit this video. And for all those who are weirded out, I actually can't see for the sunglasses. These are prescription. No, these are prescription, and I am blind. So I don't know if you can tell through. No, I don't think you can. I think it actually improves the. I think it's actually improving the. Now it thinks I'm Jesus. Maybe. Or is everything just really bright? I can't tell. I really can't. But I'm just gonna do a second episode of Stardew Valley just because I brought myself to this point where I can think about doing Stardew Valley a second time. Um, Farm was I think it was this one. I think my last episode was 38 minutes. And so, yeah, I figured why not? I'm in my room. It's hotter than balls. I live in Arizona. Like, how else am I going to entertain myself? Like, I have a job, but yeah, this is right. I made the long farm. Okay, I'm gonna do myself a favor. Mostly because that bothers me right here. I don't know if you can hear the clicking. If so, I'm sorry. Microphone's right next to the mouse. Um, Alright. Have I sold things? I think I sold things. I think things were sold. So I'm gonna of course, sell some more things. Go in here. Nothing in here. I'm just trying to catch myself up from the last time I played. Um, I think I just need to water my whole farm. And then... Because I'm not really one of those to just kind of go around and gather things. I clear space for the farm until I get to a certain level in farming, and I'll make a scarecrow. I think I can make that scarecrow. So I'm going to see also what it will take to make a scarecrow. I don't even know what I have planted, so it'll all be a surprise. You guys know what I have planted, right? But I don't. I don't know what I have planted. So it'll be a little surprise to myself. Technically, I could have watered other things. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's not an infinite well of water. So, like, the hardest thing about doing long YouTube videos is finding out things to talk about. I think that's why I cut myself off at 30 minutes. That, or somebody was knocking at my door, which happens, ironically, a lot. Yeah. All watered up. I am almost tired to death. Okay. So crafting, it takes 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. And I think I can get that coal. It's so hot, and it's not humid, but it is in the room, that my glasses fog up just from the perspiration from my eyeballs. So I gotta not do that. That's my solution to something that I can't control, is to try to control. Hopefully I can last to get what I need. And yeah, if I can last to get that, we're just gonna get the accessibles. We don't need to go into depth about that. This area kind of needs more touch up, so 18 plus however much. I think I heard a crow. Nope, no crow. Okay. And I don't think I can cut down another tree. I have 51, so that's great. I think my best shot at getting that coal. What else did I need? Needed the coal and fiber. Okay, yeah, I think I know how I'm gonna do this with the energy I got. I don't think picking things takes it. That's awesome. So just go to the side, or the side. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go this way. Side. Scythe out. And yeah. $16, $17. So 17. Actually, yeah, that will give me energy. Yes, that was 40 energy is nothing. That sucks. Alright. That's okay though. 40 energy will help me get it. And the rest of everything else. Normally I sell these, but we need the energy. He just does things. He's creepy. We're going strictly for coal. But it looks like I think the best way to get coal is these. That was convenient. It wasn't coal though. That. That. 1 coal. Okay, we're probably better off going lower. We can use copper. We just gotta pay attention to the energy bar. And then wasn't exactly what I needed, but it will help me. It'll help me a lot. Alright. Pickaxe. Oh, we don't have. No, we do have. Oh, I'm bad at combat. No, why? Why am I this bad at combat? It's just a single slime. Oh, I do have the coal. I have the one coal, but get some more. And that. I know what that is. Um, I don't think I need this stone. So, plus it's just 9 stone. Not gonna. This can be sold, and it's actually a fair price. Quartz. It's like nothing for one, but if you get a ton of them. For a second there, I thought the game crashed. My heart broke. I was like, no. I just started this recording. I was hoping nothing would go wrong. And it just brought out. It was like, I was trolling you this whole time. Oh, hey, look. Actually, no. I refuse. We'll go sell this quartz. Before I do anything dumb. Trash, I need one. So I still need more fiber. I can get the fiber. 17. 20. Okay. Scarecrow. We'll put the scarecrow right where the crow ate. And it blocks stuff. It's worth it. Good boy. And then we will take this. Today. And you make a chest. Up in the back. Alright, there we go. Is there anything else? Okay, problem. Yeah, we don't do the community center. I don't do the community center. Hello, good sir. Nice. What do I need to craft that furnace? Sorry, sir. Alright. Furnace. Copper, ore, and stone. Man! It is fine. Yeah, oh yeah, the potatoes give you extra. I don't think it gave me much extra. Nothing to really be pleased about. I got 14 minus 2, 12. Then you plant 12 more spots, so 12 more seeds. I'm gonna go sell these. No, no, not eat our product. We do not get high on our supply. Ooh, hey look, daffodil. My... You know what? Screw it. I'm cutting down this guy's tree. He can't say anything about it. I can't cut down this tree. Actually, can I cut down that tree? That tree looks nice. I want to cut it down. No, I can't. Remember a time when you could just casually cut down the trees in... Wonder which trees... It's probably none of... That was probably a thing that devs were like, why are they destroying our map for trees? There's a whole area of trees that we've supplied. What do I do for like 2 hours of game time? 1 hour now. There's not much to do. I could go pick up that, I think it was another daffodil. Yeah. Took me 30 minutes to walk up here, now I'm gonna take 30 minutes to walk back. Gonna sell you potatoes, sir! Farmers wake up at 6 a.m. You should too! Actually, technically, farmers wake up about 2 to 3 a.m. And then they go to sleep about 6. Well, anywhere from 10 to 6. Farmers are crazy, man. For sale. Seeds for sale. 2012. Kale, jazz. 7 days. 6 days. Harvest with the scythe. Tulips. I think tulips are the best. Sure. Potatoes. Seventh. 12 days to produce a large cauliflower. I think I normally wait on the beans for a year, and these takes 4 days to mature. I think I'll go beans. Because beans have never steered me. Those potatoes made me like 600 in gold. If only the economy worked like this. I have like a 1 acre garden at best, or half an acre on the game, and I just made $1,000. Like, I'm not discounting the fact that this guy actually needs to eat, but it would be nice to show up to the game of farming with like an acre or two of land and actually be able to pull off just being able to, like, I'd like to be able to farm. I think about farming just because getting into farming is expensive, like millions. First, you gotta purchase the acres of land. You need at least 300 acres to make a profit, and that's accounting for the fact that you probably... can I not water? I probably... But there's the ever so problematic issue of how expensive it is to become a farmer and maintain that and maintain a good profit margin. And it's risky as heck, because if you go in on loans alone, like say you never inherited any money or you haven't been able to figure out any ways to make yourself that capital that you need, and you're just loans alone, and you have 2 years of you just failed out for 2 years, but that third year is coming in strong. Well, it's too late now because the bank wants to buy your land. I'm wondering. So that's always been the issue I've thought about when thinking about going into farming, just because it's cheaper and more effective life-wise to inherit a farm and just not think about farming because you have to go in with millions of dollars that you'll never have because the banks own it all. And then it's on an interest rate that's insane and all that, and it's just not worth it. Like anymore farming's a joke. So it's the most necessary thing in the United States. Like you're better off taking well anymore if you can even afford rent, uh, taking your backyard and just I wanted to leave that there. And just making yourself a quarter-acre garden, or like an eighth of an acre, or whatever you got for a backyard. If you get just like a strip of, you know, like a 2 foot by 10 foot, you got a good, just this, got a good plot with 2 feet by 10 feet to plant tomatoes. And tomatoes are great because you plant them and then they come up and they just keep coming and they're overwhelming, you know? And so that's why tomatoes are so great. And you can do the same with potatoes almost. But you have to have a good fertile backyard. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has a backyard. Actually, almost nobody I know has a backyard. Just because, rent's insane. And just the price of living is there, but the wages aren't. It's like the American people have become slaves to the business owners of the United States. Small businesses are just trying to compete with first, fifth place at this point. Yeah, I kind of think, wouldn't that make the American people, wouldn't they just get frustrated and do something about it? Like, you first gotta understand what the American people is comprised of to get the answer to that. Simplicity itself, the answer is no. The American people will probably never do something about its current situation. And it's sad because that's the reality we live in. And it's mostly because the parents and grandparents of people who raise these kids and all that, not only have they created an economy that benefits them throughout their whole lifetime, and that's voting per majority because we have less people going down. It's like we had the baby boom, and then our generation is kind of right here, halfway up. And I'm just at the butt end of the millennials, oddly enough. So I don't have much room to complain, just because that was their circumstance. It's not really their fault. They're just playing off their circumstances like we would have, and you can't blame anybody for that, you know. But at the same time, it makes things rougher for the rest of us. Anyway, so the reason why we wouldn't stand up to it is one, we're not financially capable, and any votes we have will be overruled. Like, say we wanted to take out of, healthcare or the military, which the military would be a good place to start taking money out of, as long as we gauge the fact that we're just taking out the overhead, right? We actually have to get in there and remove the overhead and make them more aware of their spending than they are in the specific areas where there is that type of overhead. And this is a difficult task already that would take a generation to do. So, yeah, it's just kind of that rough patch where if we do anything, it won't be for us, it'd be for our kids. And we're probably not going to see the economic incline. And I think that's what a lot of people are upset, upset and obsessed with today. They're just upset that they weren't left more, or at least left with more to work with. Because after each generation, the generation after it has to basically take up these sticks and stones that their parents have left them and make something out of them. And normally, that stone gets smaller and those sticks get weaker, and it's just not something pliable. And then also on top of that, another issue with my generation, and my generation is a generation of issues. And we kind of acknowledge that already. But so what we got is we got emotional issues. Emotional damage. But emotional and motivation issues. Right? So a lot of us have to go to therapy for stuff that you shouldn't have to go to therapy for, but it's made such an impact on our lives that is debilitated us in such a way that it makes it hard to get up and go do what we know we gotta go do, right? We know we gotta go do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We just gotta go do it. But we don't feel like we can. We have no motivation. There's nothing that really reinforces us to go do it. And that's the issue is it's easy to sit here and play video games when the country is burning itself to the ground. Because if I walk out and I start yelling on the streets, hey, this sucks, let's go do something about it, nobody's going to do anything about it. Nobody's going to come up and say, I agree, let's go do something about it. And that's the kind of mental dilemma. When in reality, a lot of people might agree and they might go and do something about it. But the issue after that is, you know, we're gonna go do something about it, but what are we gonna do? Like, we can't just overthrow our government. It's in place for a reason. We can't fix our government. And so there's just a lot of problems that I'm just slightly touching on these. I know it sounds like I'm either going into depth or I'm just passing it over, but I I don't like confrontation, and I don't like confrontation in my comments. Um, if you guys do share opinions on what I'm talking about in your comments, please keep it mild and just keep the air open so that way other people can chime in and say, "Hey, this is how I think it is." Right? And remember that how you think it is might not always be how it is. And so, we all have our issues where we don't get our facts straight. So just be open to hear other people's opinions or what other people might have on the matter that might change everything. You don't have to like it. Yeah. Like you don't have to what was it? Take the shit, but don't let it affect you. But do take it. You know? And that mentality of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Because eventually we're all gonna go dust to dust. And to our own perspective gods and gods or God. I gotta I gotta specify that for those who believe in singular. Um, that we're all just gonna end up dust anyway, right? So why worry about the past and worry about the future when we're just gonna end up as dust? Well, inherently we like to know that our kids are taken care of, but also we're going to all meet our maker, whether that's you know, the gods of whether that's a pagan god, whether it's a Christian god, whether it's a Buddhist god. And I don't know exactly how everything goes. And if it's, you know, the Muslim god, I don't really know how to explain that in specific. because a lot of these are complicated in relation to each other, but they all say about the same thing, and that is just be nice to each other. Um, and it's also variable on your take, really. But um, yeah, so we're all gonna end up there in our own I believe we're gonna each go to our own perspective place, to our own perspective God that we worship through our lifetime. So like if you believe in hell, yeah, hell, you know. But if you believe in heaven, yeah, probably heaven. Like, but let's be honest, if you believe in Christian God, hell's a likely place that almost all of us are going to go to. And so even if you are baptized, no, I don't want to get into that. That's just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Those are personal. So that's all something that we're all gonna eventually do, because I believe very firmly that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can just change form, right? And the energy which makes up our souls is very liable and tangible. We could form back to Gaia, or we could go to heaven, or we could wander about, or we could even become our own gods. It's just dependent on your own belief system and how you want to see things. But I do believe that we will eventually be released, from our body to do other things that are more important than what we're doing now. But we can only do the things that we're doing now here. And so it's important to know that whatever you do on the earth while you're here, it can only be done on the earth. So whether it's possible that there are similarities in specific areas, but like, family history for your family on the earth. If you're LDS or Mormon, that's a very big part of your religion. And so, like, doing your family history is something you can't do at all, maybe. That's also something I'm iffy about. But that's something you can't really do, like getting sealed to your family in a temple on the earth and baptizing the dead and all that. That's something that it's a torch that gets passed down from generation to generation. The further you go, basically, at one point, it's going to be impossible to get those records. So if you make those records possible, at the very least, to be viewed and to be, shared and all that, you're doing your part, even if you don't go into the temple. Um, and then for like, let's bring up another example. If you're Norse pagan, right? Um, how are you gonna get into Valhalla? I don't know exactly the new requirements to meet that. I don't know even how to call it, but I don't know exactly what it is. I imagine it's something like live an honorable and live a good life. Don't be tread upon, don't tread upon others. I feel like something similar to an honor code, and that's something that I admire about that. Is from everything I've seen from the Norse pagans, they've been very honorable, and they've incorporated it into their lives. So I'm not exactly sure if that's part of it, but if it is, they're doing it right. Um, but there's a bunch of different stuff, like, you know say maybe you believe in the afterlife without alcohol. Well, you can only drink now. um I personally believe that there will be alcohol in the afterlife, so I'm abstaining for now, just because bittersweet juice will taste sweeter after, you know, staining. And that's just my personal thought. I can drink in the presence of the Lord, just not outside of his presence. Kind of deal. It's a weird thought process, and it's just weird. And so, yes, I've tried alcohol. It's not worth 100% what it's made up to be. I feel like it would be better just if it's given to me by, say, like, I'm thinking, my thought process is, okay, so I've tried alcohol. I didn't really like it, but if I abstain from it, and if given the possibility or the chance that, say, hey, I get to heaven and Heavenly Father gives me alcohol, right? I'm Christian, so it, Heavenly Father gives me alcohol. Do I accept or do I reject it? Well, first of all, I kind of read the room. If it's okay, accept it. You know, basically, if Heavenly Father's going to hand you something, you don't reject it, right, in your soul. So, you know, you accept it and you drink it. I imagine that it would be far better for you and far better on you than it would be now. So that there's things, both leisure and work, that can be done somewhere else at some other time. It's just timing. You know, yeah, we have it here now, but for me, it's just not a thing. So it's its own thing. And I have, oh, inventory's full. Okay, that's because I picked a shiny one. I gotta make a chest. 50. Two. They were all tulips. I need to cut down one tree. And my alcohol rant's completely off the topic here. But all I'm saying is live your life to the fullest. Do what you need to do to make things good. If you feel that you need to go out and enjoy life a little bit more, go out and enjoy life. Like, who's gonna stop you? Yourself? If there is somebody stopping you, they're in the wrong. Go out and enjoy your life. Don't focus everything into staying in one spot until there's no way that you can do what you feel like you need to do. And that might sound weird in some situations, but what I'm basically and honestly saying is just go out, enjoy yourself, but also don't forget that there's work that has to be done that, you know, we all have to do. And to make sure that you do that work, you know, because work is temporary, but just existing is kind of a permanent thing. So you can go work today, and yeah, you went to work today, but you gotta go to work tomorrow. It's not something that you'll always be doing. Play your cards right. But if you enjoy it, then it will be something towards. No. So, you know, just at the worst case, just enjoy what you do. If you can't enjoy what you do, find something that you enjoy, you know, and just do right by other people and just honor yourself in that way. That way you never have to worry if, you know, what you do today is going to bite you tomorrow. And so, as long as what you do, I picked all those flowers. Oh, it's 8:30. As long as you live through day and you've offended nobody And by that, I mean you've trespassed against nobody in all actuality. You can offend people all you want, but as long as you don't trespass against them and you treat people with respect, treat people with honor, carry yourself well, and by that I mean carry yourself with honor, and always acknowledge the fact that somebody else is a person, they have their own problems, and they are their own people, and you acknowledge their presence, then you've done good today. And I'm going from subject to subject here, and I'm sorry for that. I know it's hard to follow sometimes when I do that. I know it's hard for me to keep track of where I am. But just carry yourself with honor. You got this. I think. Either way. Doing good. I went on the longest rant, and I'm probably gonna get embarrassed because of the rant. Yeah. But and if I get embarrassed because of the rant, that's when the videos go down. Because I ranted during the video. And it probably wasn't even that bad of a rant. Or it was like the worst rant I could have ever done. And I'll overreact and I'll just delete the video. So that's where all my videos go. I've ironically, I've recorded hundreds of videos. It's just nobody's ever seen them. Or some people have. Yeah, that's what happened to that. I think I'm just gonna go straight beans. I think straight beans, man. Because that is a lot of stuff. Did I do sprinkler? Yeah, sprinklers aren't a thing yet. What do I have to do? That's nice. Sprinklers. I could really use some sprinklers. I like the sprinklers. I wonder if I can get sprinklers from Judge Amar. Judge. Good. Let's go to George Mart. I'm also running for president in 2034. Maybe, if I can qualify by then. I really gotta go through and kind of figure out how to qualify. And that's another generational issue, is a lot of people would be running for president if they weren't so discouraged. There's no sprinklers. There's rice. I think Pierre has everything. It's also the 9th. I don't know if I'm supposed to have this much yet. I think that's pretty good. 9 days in, I'm almost at 3,000. Yeah, bean starters. I don't know how many bean starters I need, so I'm just gonna max this out. Yep, 44. So if I needed any less than 44, 12 beans. So we're gonna go over another topic I like a lot is space. Like, you know how everybody's thinking, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you put a nuclear blast at the back of the rocket to propel it? How about a concentrated laser? Right? I guess you can't really push things with lasers. But, like, hear me out. If you could propel a ship with light, right? That means that you're already going light speed. That'd take you 2 days to get to the sun. So you could propel a ship with light. Wouldn't that make you so much faster? Wouldn't it make it much more possible to do so many more things? Okay, so I gotta walk through here. That's my basic structure. I'll probably abandon all that. Means I gotta also walk through here, which will place it here, here. I can double this. I'm just going off of what I had. This. Cool. And then 28. Oh. So it'd be 20 would be 5. I didn't even count that one. 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 6. Okay. Then if I plant them all like this, right? Basically, I'm just doing a long version of what I just did over there. And then I have 8 more, so 1, 3. I screwed myself there. That's how I normally do that crop. But I did it like that because I had the other shape. I like beans. Like, I know who doesn't like beans, but I really like beans. Easy to grow. They're kind of like weeds. As long as I don't run out of energy doing this, I think. Because I have gotten to that point where I ran out of energy planting and watering. Like straight up, I had no energy after watering, and I just passed out halfway through watering my field. That's why I'm so obsessed with that sprinkler. And how do I move you? That's how. 7 p.m. time for bed. Yes. There we go. That's the sprinkler and mayonnaise machine. So I'm pretty sure I need iron bars for the sprinkler. Hopefully it's just wool. 1 iron and 1 copper, so I think you need to get past level 10. Luckily, everything's watered. And I'm going to actually call it this because I don't know how long I've been ranting or anything like that. So I will guys see, yeah. I will guys see you guys in, yes, video. Thank you for watching.